Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Island Vacation Travel Podcast. Today, we're going to explore the city in Florida that's known for its beautiful lakes and historical landmarks, Lakeland. My name is Al Philosian. I am the owner of Island Vacation Travel Podcast and also Island Vacation Travel Agency, LLC, located in beautiful Winter Haven, Florida. Thank you for tuning in with us today. We appreciate it. I am excited to talk about Lakeland because I found this place secretly um, when I moved from London to America to Florida. I found Lakeland, the city of Lakeland. So let's start with the lakes in Lakeland, right? I feel it's only due diligence that because it's named Lakeland, of course, we have to talk about why all the lakes that's in Lakeland and why it's named Lakeland. So let's start with the amount of lakes that are in Lakeland. Lakeland is the home to more than 30 lakes, which provide visitors with plenty of opportunity for boating, fishing, and water sports. One of the most popular lakes in Lakeland is Lake Hollingsworth, which has a 3-mile paved path that's perfect for walkers, joggers, and cyclists. I used to use there a lot when I used to go to college out in Hillsborough Community College to go and let out some stress, man. After you study for such long hours, you just want to ride or walk around that lake. It's beautiful out there. All the students are out there. Another popular lake is Lake Mirror, which is located in downtown Lakeland and has a beautiful promenade that's lined with trees and fountains. You know, we always like trees and fountains in Florida, right? Now, also history in Lakeland. Now, Lakeland is quite a historic place. They got a lot of history out there. Lakeland has a rich history and is home to many historical landmarks, including the Polk Theater, which was built like in 1928 and is listed on the National Registry of Historical Places, right? The Frank Lloyd Wright designed Florida Southern College campus is another must-visit spot, like for architecture and historical buffs, right? Also for like the art lovers, people who like art, which of course architecture is all about art. You could also visit the Polk Museum of Art. Um, it has a very impressive collection of American art. There's also a children's museum now in Lakeland as well, which is brand new and it's a beautiful place to visit. But I'll elaborate a little bit more on other places you could visit in Lakeland in a little bit, or things to do, might we say. When you come to Lakeland, of course, you want somewhere to stay, you want accommodation. Lakeland has plenty of options, like for accommodation, from budget-friendly hotels to luxurious resorts. The Terrace Hotel is a historical landmark that has been beautifully restored and is located in the heart of downtown Lakeland, right? The Lake Mirror Tower is another popular option that is located on Lake Mirror and offers breathtaking views of Lakeland and the lake, right? So that's just a few options. Of course, there are hotels like everywhere around in Lakeland, North Lakeland, South Lakeland, by the mall. They got lakes everywhere around because people are always visiting this beautiful little city that's in between Tampa and Orlando, like directly in between Central Florida. That's why we're talking about it. We're elaborating a little bit on Central Florida and taking some time to give some light to the place where I live. You know, I talk about St. Lucia, I talk about different tips and trips and everything. So now it's time to talk about Lakeland, where I reside, and you know where I got my feet, right? What about when you hear, of course, I spoke about places to stay and the lakes. You want to find some dining options. There's some cool little places to chill out, and of course, the more people that come in, the more they're actually going to get more options for foods for restaurants and fast food joints and now food trucks as well. Lakeland has a variety of dining options for from casual eateries to fine dining restaurants. Um, Harry's, right? That's the name. Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill. That is a popular spot that serves up delicious seafood and Cajun inspired dishes. Also, the Black and Brew Coffee House and Bistro is a great option for breakfast or lunch, and they have an extensive selection of coffee drinks for the people who love coffee and locally brewed stuff. And for those who love crafted beers, of course, Lakeland Brewing Company is a must-visit spot that has a rotating selection of beer on the tap. So if you like those hoppy beers, that's you must visit, right? Now all of those sound delicious, right? Um, some tips for when you're planning a trip to Lakeland. I would say my biggest tip would be to explore the city's historical landmarks and cultural attractions. Visit the Frank Lloyd Wright designed Florida Southern College campus, right? It's something to say. It's beautiful. Take a guided tour to learn more about the unique architecture. So and the artist himself. That Frank Lloyd Wright had some stuff that he's built around the world, including like Chicago, right? And a lot of other places around the world. Also, be sure to check out the annual Lakeland Pig Fest for you people who love pork. I don't eat pork, but for people who love pork, it's pretty exciting. I've been out there myself too, so I can tell you it's nice. There are a few different things that take place in Lakeland, like big events. That's one of them. Also, like Sun and Fun is another big event that takes place in Lakeland. Huge, right? So that's stuff that happened around. Um, let's see. And the Lakeland Pig Fest takes place, I think it's like January. Yeah, January. Yeah. And it's one of the largest barbecue competitions in Florida, right? So that's a lot of stuff to do. And I'll give you all some advice on places and things to do a little bit more. I'll just run through them because I have quite an extensive list. Because people say Lakeland doesn't have anything to do. So this is why we're taking time to talk about Lakeland, Winter Haven, and all the different places around Central Florida. So there's things to do because the people that are coming in, like moi, although I've been here for about 13 years. Um, and I live in Winter Haven now. I used to live in Lakeland. I used to work in Lakeland. I'm going to school out in Lakeland sometime, and then I moved to Winter Haven. So I could tell you there's stuff to do. It's just what piques your interest. So we're gonna go into it. You must not forget, Lakeland is the largest city in Polk County, and it's home to the largest on-site collection, as I said, of Frank Lloyd Wright architecture. There's a reason why he built it here. This one is world famous, right? There's other places like Circle B Reserve, and that is a place that I go ride in my bike and stuff. We're gonna get some footage and get it on the YouTube channel and on my Facebook. Make sure y'all support and check it out. And it's the same thing, Island Vacation Travel Agency. Also, we get to see baseball out here. Detroit Tigers spring training, right? That happens like right in the middle of Lakeland, and a lot of people come down. So just imagine the amount of people that's come down from Detroit, all the snowbirds. I used to work in the hospital, so I could tell you what goes down, right? Also, there is something I still have to go check out. I passed by, but we need to go and get some footage, right? We know of it, we've marketed it, and we've invited people to send people to it as well. The Safari Wilderness. The Safari Wilderness is interesting. You'll be surprised what animals are actually in there. Oh, let me share the screen. Sorry about that, guys, because this is pretty interesting. What I found here, right? Very interesting what I found here, because I found something like that in Mexico where I could get a chance to ride a camel, and people were like, "What? No way!" Yeah, you could actually get to ride a camel um, in Lakeland at Safari Wilderness, right? And we're gonna go into it. we're gonna go into it now. While you're in town, be sure to not forget to go feed the swans. Lake Morton is right by the library, and tour some of the Lakeland's most notable structures. There's like a historical stuff right there, including the Terrace Hotel, Polk Theater, and the Polk Museum of Art at Florida Southern College. It's right around there. The lakes are back to back that you probably get confused thinking that you're watching the same lake. It's very interesting how everything is out there, right? Very interesting. Um, there, as I said, there are places that you could eat. Let me just go into it a little bit more for you. Unique places that you could eat. Stop by Born and Bread Bakehouse. Sorry about that. On Saturday mornings and enjoy a fresh baked muffin, breakfast, roll, or a slice of cake. Make some nice pastries and stuff. Love that. So that's one of those Born and Bread Bakehouse. Another place you could enjoy a cup of coffee is at Concord Coffee, Hillcrest Coffee, Mitchell's Coffee House, or even Black and Brook Coffee House, as I mentioned before, and Bistro. Right, so you have places you could go in the morning and get something great to eat in the morning. People watch downtown while at 1961 and Harvey's Seafood Grill. You could also do that like on the curb because they've extended the restaurant where you could sit outside, so you could like chill and just people watch, and they're like on each side of the square. So it's pretty nice. I also have my friend that has a cigar lounge up there as well. So that's some beautiful places you could go and chill, so watch people, watch the square and everything else. Check out the Craft Beer Brew Hub, Cobb and Pen, um, Craft Kitchen, Swan Brain, and also a Decent Craft Brewing Company. That's a few of those brewing companies that are actually in Lakeland that I recommend to go check out. Island Vacation want you to go check them out, right? Um, you could also eat at some of the local favorites like Cafe Supplier, as I mentioned before, 1961, Harvey's Seafood Bar and Grill, or Abuela's Mexican Restaurant, right? These places have some beautiful food. You could try something different every day. One of our favorite new cafes is Pressed Books and Coffee, an independent bookstore and coffee shop located in the downtown area. So you could read a book and chill and have some coffee, some fresh brewed coffee. And you could also drink and enjoy live entertainment at Revival or Union Hall. I love that place too. You could see live entertainment, see people go rock out there and everything. So that's pretty cool and interesting to witness. But that's something that's in South Florida that I must say is a lot. You'll find a lot of different like places to check out and see and eat and enjoy um, local entertainment. That's a big thing out there. Very, very big thing out there. And we support it. We support the local artists, the local entertainment, the people. They don't need to go necessarily to Orlando or to Tampa to get work. Within Polk County, we support the bars and stuff. And all the, like I said, Revival Hall and Union Hall, right? Now, enjoy 9 unique food vendors all under one roof at Lakeland's first food hall, the Joinery. That's another place that they transformed beautiful by just beautiful, just beautiful how they did that place there. You need to go check that out. There are a few different options of food inside there. Um, it's a beautiful place to experience and actually meet people, hang out, and just see what the town is all about, right? Very, very nice. Very, very nice out there, the joinery. Look for a refreshing smoothie, boba tea, or Aki bowl on a hot Florida day. Stop by Tilago for an Instagram worthy snack. Of course, you want to take a shot of that because it's beautiful. It's actually food art. Get a free steak on your birthday, or just go to taste the best hand cut and seasoned steak at Texas Cattle House Company. There is pretty awesome too. They're gonna treat you good if it's your birthday, as I said. Have bottomless mimosas with brunch at Frisco's, or even enjoy a fine dining setting with delicious egg benedicts at Terrace Grill. Terrace Grill is nice too, right? And what is there to do in Lakeland when you finish eat all that food and all this good stuff and visit all those places? You could stroll through and enjoy nature at the 168-acre Bonnet Spring Park. And this park is free and open to the public 7 days a week. You could also go to see a movie at the historic Polk Theater, right? You could visit the museums, Polk Museum or Polk Museum of Art, Florida Children's Museum, or even I forgot to mention the Florida Air Museum. Very nice too. I love it out there. But maybe it's just because I love the planes and jets, but you should too, right? It gets us from one place to the other faster, right? And if you want to even go to nautical school for flying and stuff, you could actually get it here. So it's actually amazing out there. There's private airports, private schools, private jets and stuff out here. And also tutors and teachers. I meet them as well. Um, Pile into a car and enjoy a first run movie, The Silver Moon Driving Theater. Now, I'm beginning to share some of those footage on my TikTok and also on my Facebook, YouTube channel, on shorts and stuff, and Instagram. So you could see where those places are and what they look like because I go there all the time. Be sure to visit the nostalgic decorated refreshment center where you'll find photos of drive-in theaters from days gone by. And it's amazing to see it because I don't think you see very many drive-in theaters anymore, right? We're just lucky out here that we have access to it and we visit it and you see new movies down there, not old movies, new movies, um, right? So you could also stroll down the Francis Langford Promenade and through Holland's Garden, a botanical garden set in the neoclassic architecture setting with patterned flowers, flower beds, and public art and fountains. I've had meetings out there for like the cruise lines and all that kind of stuff. Sorry about that, excuse me. For all that kind of stuff. And it's beautiful sitting out there in the morning with people and just seeing people walking around, they're taking care of the flowers and everything else. And also the nature that comes around, like the butterflies, the bees, is beautiful. Very, very, very amazing. I advise you to go there, and I think that specific garden is probably worth about $1 million in fauna. So it's beautiful in flowers, fauna, right? Um, you could also see a show, and you'll be surprised to see who comes down out here, whether it's a rapper, rock star, wrestling, basketballers, comedians. They all come down to RP Funding Center. Yes, in Lakeland. You could also go to the Lakeland Community Theater, Lakeland Symphony Orchestra, so you could get some classical music. So there's something for everybody. So if you don't like this, you could go to if you don't like what's at the RP Funding Center, you could go to the Lakeland Community Theater and see some arts, or you could go to the orchestra, the Lakeland Symphony Orchestra, and hear some symphony and listen to some music. I love all this stuff. So I travel. I'm well traveled. I love traveling. That's why I went to the Mediterranean and live in London for. Even while I'm out here, I work in the Union in Orlando, in Dr. Phillips, and all those kind of places. I love the whole arts and how we put it down together and we build it and break it down. So I encourage you guys to support this kind of stuff. It gives our kids an extra way to make money too and to support the community and express ourselves, right? Now, you could also sample food from 20 plus food trucks during the Thursday seafood truck rally, right? Yeah, there's a seafood truck rally out here. Just showing you all some images of stuff that actually takes place in Lakeland. You know, right? This is a beautiful garden, right? But yeah, there's food trucks everywhere now. Once upon a time, there wasn't food trucks everywhere, but now it's everywhere, and we support it. Support it. Visit Florida Southern College and tour the world's largest on-site collection of Frank Lloyd Wright's architecture. And I know we mentioned that a lot because it's something that's very famous, and a lot of people come out here for. So you don't want to miss out, and you want to see that beautiful college. Very beautiful. Very beautiful university out there. Go on a wilderness safari by vehicle or camelback, where I was talking about the safari wilderness. Beautiful, right? Find out why USA Today Travel recognizes Circle B Bar Reserve as one of the 51st great places to see wildlife in 2011. Now, I'm just going to give you all a hint because I'm out there all the time. We're not scared of it. Hint, there's lots and lots and lots and big ones, huge ones, alligators out there, right? But they don't bother nobody. They're on their own business, right? And you don't want to interfere with them because you wouldn't have a chance. But they don't bother anybody. There's been out there. We go riding out there, go walking out there, families out there, you know. Um, there's ducks, there's birds, there's bald eagles and butterflies. I want to go out there. I'm not even sure if I'm able to launch the drone out there. I probably need to get permission, but we're gonna go out there and get some footage, whether it be on the bike while I'm riding or in the air. We're gonna do it, and also out, you know. I probably have some on my TikTok from a long time ago, but we're gonna get some fresh footage, right, of Circle B because Circle B is beautiful, famous, amazing. There's some huge dinosaur-looking creatures out there. Yeah. And beautiful stuff like butterflies and fish. And yeah, it's just amazing when you reach out there and see what's going on. Wildlife, cantaloupes, rabbits, and just all kind of stuff. I hope I didn't say something wrong there. Yeah. Um, you could also see the stars of the Major League Baseball in action during the Detroit Tigers spring training. Like I said, or Lakeland Flying Tigers minor league season as well. The Tigers have called Lakeland home for every February to March since 1934. What's the math on that? It's crazy. They've been out there. They're almost 100 years out there. That's how crazy it is. Like probably like 90 something years. Yeah, like 89 years or something like that. Joker Merchant Stadium has been voted the best place to see spring training in the Grapefruit League. Yeah, it's that amazing. That amazing. The Grapefruit League. Everyone's out here. Once you see the Detroit Tigers is there or the Lakeland Flying Tigers out there. hmm hmm Yeah. So next, and I know we go in quite an extensive list, but I want you all to know about Lakeland. So we want to give due diligence so you know everything about Lakeland when we all done here. This is what we do the podcast for, to be able to share information, right? You could hike through pine forests, cypress storms, and open pasture in the green swamp wilderness areas of Cold Creek State Park. You could also bring out your creative side through painting poetry or making mosaics at Picasso's Art Cafe. And that's Picasso with a Z at the end, capital Z at that, or Z. Search for clues, solve puzzles, and work together with your friends and family to beat the clock and escape the challenge within 16 minutes at one of Lakeland's two escape rooms. They are the Lakeland Escape Room and Escapology escape room, Lakeland. I think we've tried both with our family, my wife and her family. It was actually fun because I was with some geniuses, so we figured it out. You know, this is what we do. We go to Orlando, we bid their escape room. We went to Lakeland, we bid their escape room, I think. Yeah, so this is what we do. It's actually nice and keeps the brain working, right? You could also throw axes to your heart's content while sipping local coffee, beer, or wine at Lakeland's own Excalibur. Excalibur, they're playing on some words there. That's brand new in Lakeland, and it's fun. I've seen people out there, so that's actually cool. You could actually exercise while you're chilling and drinking some coffee or hanging out, right? Um, on another note, you could visit the Polk Museum of Art, one of the top museums in Central Florida, featured unique museum exhibits, events, and educational programs. Also, you have the Lakeland Chamber of Commerce that could also provide you with additional information on everything to do with Lakeland, right? Now, as I said, Lakeland is a very, very beautiful place. Don't forget to share stuff when you're there on your Instagram. If you find anything, as I said, I have a picture of an owl to actually share. Never saw an owl before, I don't think, like live. No, unless it's like in a zoo or something while I was traveling around. Yeah, I used to be in Alaska. Yeah, no, I personally know I've seen bald eagles, but I seen an owl out here and I got a chance to get a picture of it. I have to share it with Lakeland. I think it's hashtag Lakeland. So that's something we need to do to be able to, let people know there's cool stuff in Lakeland. There's very, very cool stuff in Lakeland, and you should visit um, for yourself. You should visit. You should visit. You should visit. Now, guys, I just want to thank you for tuning in today. This is all we have about Lakeland. This is a hidden gem. It's Imperial of Polk County. Lakeland, that's the name of here. I want to thank you for tuning in today's episode of Island Vacation Travels podcast. Be sure to join us next time for more exciting travel destinations and tips. Remember, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more travel inspiration. Until next time, happy travels, guys. Share, like. It doesn't take any time. We are on all platforms, whether it be you just listen to podcasts on all major platforms, podcasts, whether it be iHeart or Spotify or Apple Radio, Pandora, TuneIn, or you can go on YouTube or Facebook. We're also going to drop some clips on TikTok to share with everybody, right? So please support, guys. We love y'all. Take care of yourself. Till next time. This has been another episode of Island Vacation Travel.